Certainly I share and our caucus shares that disappointment. The people of the state of Connecticut deserve better than they got from their legislature this session. For the better part of a year, families and businesses across the state have been making difficult choices, struggling with an economic crisis beyond any that we could have imagined, and that was not of their making. And they have been asking us since the beginning of that crisis, when are you in government going to step up and make the difficult choices? When are you going to understand that we are here hurting, we are sacrificing, we can't pay more, we need help? And the state legislature, by failing to adopt a balanced budget this session, is not helping the people of the state of Connecticut. That was our most important objective. You all know, and you've written about, and you continue to talk about what's happening in the real world. Over 50,000 people and families have lost their jobs. Foreclosure rates are at a record high. People have seen their retirement accounts, their savings accounts dwindle. If they haven't lost their job, they're afraid that their job may not be there in the future. That's what people are facing every day. I guess the one hope I have that the legislative session is officially over is that now 187 legislators will go back to their homes, their families, their jobs, their real lives. They'll go back to the supermarkets and shop and work, and maybe they'll listen to those real people every day. Maybe they'll have conversations about how people are sacrificing, what cutbacks people have made in their own lives. Maybe they'll ask them. Maybe they'll ask that young couple, hey, I saw that you're driving a Toyota Prius. Do you think you could spend an extra $1,200 to buy that car? Because that's what we think you should do to solve our budget problems. Maybe they'll ask that single mom with kids, hey, are you okay if we increase your income tax and we take away that $500 property tax credit? Because that's how we think we should go in the right direction in the state of Connecticut. Maybe they'll talk to that small manufacturing company, maybe the company where they were today in New Britain, and they'll say, hey, did you make some money last year? If you did, how'd you like to increase your taxes 30%? Maybe they'll go talk to some of our senior citizens who've done well, who've worked hard, and they'll say, hey, how'd you like to stay in Connecticut if we just increase your estate tax by 30%? Maybe if they start asking those questions of real people across the state of Connecticut, they'll hear the answers they don't want to hear, but the answers we know, which is enough is enough. We're hurting. We can't afford more in taxes. We are sacrificing. When are you going to do the same thing? That has been the question people of Connecticut have been asking since this economic crisis started, and it is a question the majority party does not want to answer. So hopefully, with a little time, if they're willing to listen to their constituents, they'll come back and they'll be willing to join us and the governor in making the tough choices. We did put a balanced budget on the table that does not raise taxes. It's a budget that we didn't jump for joy to put on the table because there's some tough cuts in there. There's tough decisions we had to make, but we made them, and we're willing to stand up and explain them to our constituents and the people of the state of Connecticut. Hopefully, in time, Democrats will be willing to make those decisions with us. Thank you.